good, everybody? Happy Friday. Happy Friday. It has been a pretty strong day on Wall Street. Yesterday's red was apparently a thing of the past. It's called Christmas tree trading. It's where one day you see red, the next day you see green, the next day you see red. But today we saw green, and that meant that the markets moved to all new record highs. Everything moved to record highs. The Dow was up 139, S&P was up 23, the NASDAQ added 80. Here's the thing, more and more people are getting on board with this tax reform bill. They're working out all the kinks, they're working out all these little details. Everybody's lobbying for what they want, and it's starting to look more and more favorable. Now here, go back a few videos when I started talking about this. This is how they'll do it. I promise you this is how this is all going to play out. Every day it seems like they're going to do something. In reality, they're going to do it right before Christmas. They're going to vote on it, it's going to pass, and they're going to sneak all these little crazy things like that FIFO and LIFO thing that we talked about in the previous video. They're going to sneak that tax rate for the top 1% or whatever it is, the 37% tax rate. They're going to sneak in countless number of things that we've heard about every day, and they're going to do it when you're not looking. So you're going to be getting ready for Christmas. Come next Friday, you're not going to be paying attention. They're going to pass it. You're going to be like, what the hell is going on? I thought I was supposed to do my taxes on a postcard, right? Wasn't that someone's campaign promise? Be able to do my taxes on a sheet of paper the size of a postcard? Not my quote. I didn't run on that promise. Nonetheless, expect more volatility next week. Expect to see some big down days, some big up days, and throughout the day, a lot of wiggling back and forth. But let's talk about some stocks today that you might have noticed in your portfolio or that moved some of the exchange traded funds if you happen to own them. The first up is Costco. Costco, this little blip over here, this is today's performance. These are candlesticks. Every single one of these little blips represents 1 day's worth of trade, and that's today's trade up there, up about 3 1/3%. Here's the thing. They announced their earnings. The stock has been higher since their previous earnings. This is where they announced earnings before. The stock has recovered really nicely. Since then, they've basically been announcing results from their earnings that show people are coming to their stores. Same store sales were good, which means customers are coming back and continue to spend money. And it shows that they can compete with companies like Amazon, who are getting, they own Whole Foods Mart now. So they're able to compete. People thought Costco would get smacked. And Costco's saying, no, we're doing the right thing here. Stocks are the share is up. Shares of Costco are up 26% on the year. Next up is CSX, railroad company. You heard of CSX, right? For some reason, they do a lot of commercials. I'm not sure who they're advertising for, but I see a lot of their commercials. The stock was down 7.5% today. Here is the deal. Their CEO announced that, well, first of all, he's in the hospital, and he's taking a sudden and immediate leave of absence. This CEO has done a great job over the years. Investors love this guy. So the fact that he's now no longer at the helm and somebody else is going to take over raises questions. How are they going to do going forward? Who's the new guy? We don't know what the new guy wants to do. We don't even know his name. So stock's down about 7.5% just on today, but really not that big a deal. It's up 46% on the year, so not too much to be concerned about at the moment. Hopefully he's okay and can get back to work. Foot Locker. Do you go to Foot Locker? Has anybody shopped at Foot Locker recently? I'm not even sure if there's one in any mall that's near me. I don't even know if I've ever been to Foot Locker, to be honest with you. I'm pretty sure I've never bought anything from them. Nonetheless, shares are up a little bit more. Look, here's the deal. They're trying. Let's just say that. They're trying so hard. They struck a deal with Nike to have a little kiosk in their store. They'll do anything to get you to come in there and buy their tennis shoes. Unfortunately, not a lot of people are. They're trying to make the turn and get back to making money. But nonetheless, today the stock was up because an analyst said, you know what? This stock is going to be okay. They said that the issues that they're having are more cyclical rather than a fundamental problem with the company. His exact words were they were more cyclical rather than structural. So he's saying the company is fine. They're going to make their way out of this. The problem is the cyclicality of the market. Well, last I checked, the market was doing really well. The economy was doing well. So what cycle is he talking about? Is there some sector that is hurting? Like retail's been recovering, so I'm not sure. Come on. I don't think that's a good analysis there for a guy that gets paid a lot of money. But nonetheless, he says this thing is going to 64. Stock's at 46 right now. If it goes from 46 to 64, that means there's a 40% potential profit there. That's his belief. That's not my assumption, not a recommendation to buy the stock. I don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. But, that's what this guy says. Finally, take a look at Elon Musk. Look up Tesla/SpaceX on Google, wherever you want. He wants to take, so SpaceX had another successful launch. They did it for NASA, on record for the most amount of launches in a year for NASA, from a private party company. And Elon Musk couldn't just say, great, we're thankful, we've done a great job, we look forward to more in the future. No, he said, you know what we're going to do next? We're going to take my personal Tesla that he's been driving around, we're going to shove it up the end of a spaceship, and we're going to send that sucker to Mars. That's what he said. They're going to be the first to put a car on Mars. The guy's got some good dreams. I don't know what sort of diet or medications he's on to make him think of these things, but it is pretty cool, huh? I mean, between that and the Hyperloop, if you've ever seen the Hyperloop, that's pretty cool too. That's really all I have to share with you today. All record highs all around the place. Everybody's happy. Nobody's scared. Nobody's worried about a single thing, apparently. Yesterday was just a fluke. So, hey, hope you have a great weekend. If you have questions, leave a comment in there below. Let me know what you think about Foot Locker. Do you think Foot Locker stands a chance? Do you buy those $150, $250 shoes there? Let me know. Have a great weekend, guys. We'll talk to you soon.